Have your Nigerian husband paid your bride price? This question is for my Oibu ladies. I want to know if your Nigerian husband has paid your bride price.
There are so many elders today holding on to our customs, Lobola, and these things, and a lot of them have been miseducated. I'm fine, which Lobola 50,000. Come cool. That's wrong. Back in the day, so how dare you say that? So now we have to educate Umkulu because he's lost. And you sit Nabanta literally and they listen to you saying, hey, that's
this, my friends, is what it takes to marry a Nigerian girl. So I have a list here, and this is the dowry list. This is what her father gave me and signed of all the things that I need to gather to marry my beautiful bride. And so on this list, there are things like yam, there are things like cola nuts, alligator pepper, dried fish, all of these things I need to buy, 39 items in total. There's a live goat. I need to go to the goat market to...
Oh, you know, it's all fun and games, right? It's all fun and games until data just over. Because I saw this. Okay, right? Let's go on point number 9. My taking and dip. How do I explain that? How do I explain that to my little foreign babe, huh? No, babe, you just need to pay for tickling your beard. Whose beard? I don't know, is it the father's beard? Babe, yeah, you need to pay what part of my bride price is, tickle the beard fee. Huh? And then there's that point number 11. Root Samba. I'm not even gonna go on point 10 because I don't even know what that means. But point number 11. Mafuki Zan Dumbu. Like, whose belly are we covering? Is it mine, the mother-in-law ones? Who's my mother's one? Like, anyway, guys, collect your coins. Collect your coins.
Bride price. For many people, those two words spark strong opinions. Some see it as a beautiful acknowledgement of the bride's worth and her family's role in raising her. Others see it as outdated and problematic. But what if we step back from the stereotypes and look at what the bride price is supposed to be? A symbol of respect, a gesture of gratitude, a celebration of unity between two families. Today, we're exploring the bride price culture in Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, asking, does it empower women or does it restrict them?
The bride price is a legal condition to marry. If a chance the marriage fails and the father of the bride returns that money to the man, that is the end of that marriage. That's the last right.
What is bride price supposed to represent? Bride price, also known as Lobola or Roora, depending on where you are, has deep meaning across African societies. Traditionally, it's not about buying a woman. Instead, it is a thank you payment from the groom's family to the bride's family, honoring the love, the care, and the upbringing given to her. The formation of a new bond between two families, the bride's ongoing connection to her own people. In many cultures, the woman retains her full value and dignity. She's not a commodity. She is a bridge connecting generations.
And you mentioned the word bride price.
So we buy you.
We buy you.
Thank you.
Buy me as how?
The woman afford.
You are even coming to beg for me.
God.
No,
We don't do, the fact that we pay bride price means you are affordable.
And that is why when a man doesn't love you anymore, you don't want him and you want to dissolve the marriage or whatever, you have to return it.
Yeah.
It's like going to the shop, buying something, you take it home, you don't like it. When you take it to the shop, you take the money back and then you give the product back. So it's
The
buying.
problem is she doesn't like the word.
But it's like
let me ask you this: if
a car is yours, and this is your car, and I tell you this car is yours, are you going to take care of it?
Yes, I'm going to
and
take
make sure
care of it.
nobody breaks through.
Someone bought it for me, or I bought it myself.
Your car.
My car. That means I bought it myself.
You bought it yourself. Will you take care of it?
I will take good care of it.
What about your house?
My house?
Yeah, you paid for it. Will you take care of it and make sure nobody breaks into the house?
Exactly.
What about if a man says, "You are my girl. I paid for your bride price. You are mine." You have a problem with
it's
it?
actually in the context of it. Because when you say something you bought, like, let's just change the vibe.
I understand.
Please.
Here's the thing: when people know that they got you and you are theirs, they do everything to protect you and take care of you.
That should be in the positive aspect.
That is why in Akan society, the women always call their men Mibra. Mibra.
My owner.
He owns you. Understand? That is how it is.
Bride price in Nigeria. Nigeria is rich in cultural diversity, and bride price customs differ widely across ethnic groups. Among the Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa and Fulani, bride price is often symbolic, a way of showing appreciation, a way to formalize marriage in the eyes of tradition, a way to bring families together in celebration. In many Igbo communities, the bride price lists items like palm wine, clothing for parents, small amounts of money, token gifts for relatives. But the bride herself is the center of this ceremony. She is celebrated, dressed in her culture's finest, and honored as the future foundation of the new household. In Yoruba culture, negotiation is friendly and full of joy. A shared family event. The groom kneels to show respect to the bride's parents because humility is valued, not ownership. Even in northern Nigeria, with more formal procedures, the meaning remains. Thank you for raising this woman who will now become part of our family.
Never pay Roora in full. Yes, never pay Roora in full. Roora is bridal price. Never pay this in full. Why? Because in Shona, we have this phrase called Kurora Hakuperi. This basically means like marrying someone doesn't end. And why? Because the groom who pays Roora wants to be establishing a relationship with their in-laws on an ongoing relationship. So it's actually seen disrespectful, particularly with the Karanga tribe, if you pay the Roora in full, say on the first day. So you want to obviously pay it in full eventually, but you want this to be progressive. Because each time you do this, you'll be going back and bringing your wife back to her family's home. Each time you're paying things bit by bit, and it just fosters this relationship, and it also encourages them and shows them that you're continuously going to take care of them and their daughter.
Bride price in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, bride price is called Roora, a proud Shona tradition that has lasted for generations. Roora symbolizes gratitude for the woman's upbringing, recognition of the bride as a source of blessings, the joining of two family lineages. Each part of the Roora ceremony has meaning. Matekenya Ndevu, a token for the father as thanks for raising his daughter. Mafukidza Dumbu, a special gift thanking the mother for carrying and nurturing her child. Vuramromo, opening the mouth, a small payment that allows negotiations to continue respectfully. These steps aren't about buying anything. They're about showing respect. And one remarkable thing stands out. The bride, not the payment, is considered the true treasure. Roora is simply a recognition of her value and the love poured into her by her family.
If the guy doesn't have the financial means but the girl does, and there is an intention to get married, I think it's okay for the girl to say, no, you know what, now 20k, because we are building. We live this is the real
For
world,
sec-
guys. So maybe you have something that I don't, and I have something that you don't. So the best way to live life is to cover each other's weaknesses. That is the companionship. When you guys get together, maybe one person speaks better. So at the wedding or whatever, they will say, no, you must speak. And then this one can cook better, they do the cooking. So when you put those things together, you cover each other's weaknesses with each other's strengths. That is the thing of there's the beauty of love and companionship.
Oh, I want 500k for her because she's a doctor, because she's got an honors in what, she's got a PhD in what, she's got a master's in whatever. My question is, were you sending her to school because you were expecting someone to compensate you? Was that not your duty and your responsibility as a parent to do that? From the moment you found out that you were going to have a child, were you jotting down all the expenses in an attempt to get that back from someone else the day this person gets married? What if they don't get married? Who will compensate you for all the money that you've spent? Who are you going to produce those receipts to say, I sent her to school, so you owe me 500,000 rand? Was this education not meant to better that child's life and make them a better person in society? Were you doing this so that you could reap some sort of benefits or gain from sending your own child to school? I need to understand the concepts. What do we base the Lobola pricing on? The price tag, what do we base it on? Because also, just because this person is so highly educated does not determine that they will be a good wife to this husband. It does not determine that they will be able to fulfill their wifely duties. It does not guarantee that they will be the best version of themselves for that husband and for those kids that they will have if they want to have in that household.
Why are we still practicing the same Lobola dowry payment exactly how Shepson told us? Why Ubukhosi is not coming up to say...
We need to pause there.
Yeah.
Why are you mentioning Lobola specifically?
Lobola is the one that is busy tearing us down. There are people who can't get married because of how expensive this Lobola is. The transactional aspect of Lobola has taken its toll more than us coming together as a family and shaping the society, but not paying one another. Because
Well, we told that it's our cultural history. So what's your take on that?
For me, it's a scam. You can't... there's no price for a human being.
Lobola in South Africa. In South Africa, especially among the Zulu and the Xhosa, Lobola is a powerful cultural symbol. It traditionally includes cattle, a representation of wealth and prosperity. The number of cattle isn't random. It reflects the bride's achievements, her family's standing, the desire to honor tradition. Lobola is a process that builds relationships. Negotiators exchange jokes, they share meals, and they celebrate unity. What makes Lobola special is that it often empowers women. Many brides are consulted directly and take pride in the recognition of their worth. Some women even participate in livestock decisions, showing how culture has evolved with time. The truth is, when done correctly, bride price uplifts women. It reinforces their importance in family and community. It ensures that marriage is not just between two people, but between two families who respect each other. It is the misuse or misunderstanding of the practice that can distort its meaning. But the original intention remains beautiful. It is a thank you, a union, and a celebration. Bride price is more than tradition. It is identity, heritage, and love woven into ceremony. When honored in its true form, it stands as a symbol of respect for women and the families who raised them. So what do you think? Bride price, is it empowerment or oppression? Let's have a conversation that we can continue in the comments.